One major enemy of we, the people of Islam, is Israel. It's everybody knows that one. May Allah protect all of us. The second major enemy, ayyuhal ikhwa, is Iran. Anybody who does not know that Iran is an enemy of the people of Islam, he does not know what he is doing. Oh, see, you don't know the meaning of politics in the world. These people basically, the Islam that you think you are upon, they are not upon it. Your Tawheed that you think you are upon, they are not upon it. The nubuwwah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that our deen is based upon, they are not upon it. Ashabu Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they form a cardinal point in our religion. They hold a different view upon it. What is the khair in a country where the large majority of the people, their aqidah is that our mother Aisha was a prostitute? Is that the Muslim you think you are supporting? In a country where you are not comfortable, you cannot comfortably bear that name Abu Bakr. They give Abu Bakr as a name to their dogs. Aja Iran Lunja Abu Bakr. Because of the hatred they have for that companion, radiallahu anhu. Say, are these the Muslims you think that you are supporting? Are these ones? They don't believe that the Quran is complete. Are these the Muslims you think you are supporting? And don't forget, Al-Masih al-Dajjal, when he comes out, 70,000 from Iran will be following him. 70,000 Jews. Or you don't know that Iran has Jews? From Isfahan. They will be following Al-Masih al-Dajjal. The ulama say to at the end of the day, the Shia and the Jews will connect. What started Shiism in the first place? Who was the originator of Shia? Was it not a Yahud? Abdullah ibn Saba. Kana Yahudiya. And don't forget that the Iranians are waiting for their, they have an Imam al-Muntazar time. How about the Jews? Are they not waiting for their own head too? They are waiting for the Jah. This man Netanyahu said it now. They are preparing the grounds for him. So why do you think they will not drag the rest of the Arabs into a war? So if you think Saudi Arabia should now be equipping Iran against Israel, anybody who is thinking like this, his thinking is not straight. I can't be supporting my enemy against my enemy. I can't support my enemy against my enemy. I'd rather leave them, like Allah said. وَكَذَلِكَ نُوَلِّي بَعْضَ الظَّالِمِينَ عَلَىٰ بَعْضٍ. We make some evildoers to fight evildoers. We use some evildoers to erase some evildoers. So if you think that Saudis should be a source behind Iran, you don't know what you are saying. Your knowledge does not go beyond newspaper readings. Someone said, but at least Saudi Arabia should have said that what US and Israel did to bomb Iran was not lawful. I say, when Iran 2 years ago bombed Aramco, do you know that? 2 years ago, Iran bombed Aramco, Saudi Aramco. The Saudis did not reply. They said they prefer that their own reply should come in a diplomatic way. Was Iran saying sorry that time? Did Israel say sorry to Saudi Arabia? Oh, so you were expecting that now when the US and Israel attack Iran, Saudi Arabia should be arming Iran, that it knows that Toba Shaitan, they are coming back to us. Anybody who is saying this does not know what he's saying. Inja oni Shia, they are oni Sunnah. They consider all of you kuffar, keferi. So even if you support them, they see you as dogs they can use to fight their wars. So it is the Muslim who does not know what he's doing. They say, oh, Saudi must support Iran. For what? The enmity is clear and well known. Let me give you one small thing about history. Because another thing I've noticed is, many people like to talk about this thing, and the matter is beyond them. The Strait of Hormuz. Do you know who Hormuz was? Madiqul Hormuz, or Madiqu Hormuz. That Madiq, that strait. You would have heard it now. In Kano, somebody built filling station. He named it Strait of Hormuz. Nigerians. You build one filling station. The name of the filling station is Strait of Hormuz. Petrol Station, Nigeria Limited. Nigerians, there is nothing we don't joke with. Do you know who that Hormuz was? Hormuz was the head of the Persians during the time of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, when Khalid ibn Walid led the war against the Persians. When they wanted to fight that war, the head of the Persian army who came to attack Khalid ibn Walid, his name was what? Hormuz. And when he came, he was asking, Ayn al-Khalid? He was looking for Khalid. Ayn al-Khalid? Khalid said, look at me, I'm here. He said, let us first of all fight first, before our armies fight. He came down from his horse. This, after what I'm saying, is in Tarikhul Umam al-Mamluk. It's in Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya. Go back to it. He came down from his horse. He sent his horse away. Khalid also came back from his horse and sent the horse away. What's the meaning of that? Fight to finish. Radiyallahu anhu. It did not take Khalid 5 minutes. He brought him down and killed him. It is that Hormuz Iran went to name that Madiq because of their hatred for Khalid ibn Walid. Àwọn tẹ́ sọ pé kí àwọn Mùsùlùmí máa gbè lẹ́yìn. Sáwọn Mùsùlùmí làwọn yẹn. Àwọn Mùsùlùmí, those are the Muslims that how the Muslims, which Muslim? Which Muslim? So the only people who will be celebrating things like that, ignorant Muslims who don't know anything, newspaper Muslims. So otherwise, the enemy of we, the people of Islam, are two, the Jews and the Shia. So if the two of them happen to be fighting, so if the Muslims have any kind of a relationship with a group of people who get involved in that war, then the dynamics of that will determine what the Muslims will do. Such as their relationship with America. It will determine. It also exposes the Americans to, so all our agreements you can fail. So I think it is good for the people of Islam too. So you can fail. They started alternative alignments. That was when Pakistan had to announce, hey, we are together with Saudi. Egypt say, hey, we are together with Saudi. Turkey wanted to enter. I think they have entered because even yesterday, the foreign ministries, foreign ministers of these 4 countries, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Egypt, they had a meeting in Pakistan. Meanwhile, don't forget, that's why you need to understand the dynamics of the world politics. Do you know that Pakistan and Iran are in a military agreement too? And this is the same Pakistan in a military agreement with Saudi Arabia. Just like the US is in military agreement with Israel, they are in military agreement with Saudi Arabia. So the thing goes round. That's why at the end of the day, everybody will determine where we are. It's still coming to that. US must determine where they belong to at a point in time. And Pakistan too, of course. Do you think Pakistan will sell Saudi Arabia for Iran? Where they love Saudi Arabia like mad. Do you know that in Pakistan they have this whole city called Faisal Abad? They named it after Malik Faisal. So that's the way the dynamics of the politics is. It is those at the top who understand it most. Because they are the players in it. If someone tells you that America will want to bomb any country, so that Epstein's files should not be discussed inside America. Instead of discussing Epstein's files, they'll be discussing Iranian war. It's a war strategy too. In fact, if you end that war, they say, oh yeah, start Cuba, start Venezuela, start Greenland or Iceland. Is it Greenland or Iceland? Just start one thing that will be a distraction for the American people. Because they have always been equal. sorry to say, fools. So, Ikhwa, we have a duty for our brothers, especially in Saudi Arabia, always making dua for them. May Allah guide them, may Allah protect them. Because whatever reaches them will reach us. Yesterday they announced that Hajj will take place, so Efeko will go for Hajj. Today. And to the best of my understanding, do you know that this morning, the night yesterday to this morning, the Houthi rebels, they sent a missile into Israel. Abi? From Yemen. The Houthi, they just sent a missile this overnight today. My thinking is, maybe because they heard that Hajj will hold. Because many airlines, they fly south. You take off from Saudi Arabia, you fly south. Except maybe Egypt Air, Ethiopian Airlines, those ones fly straight westwards across the Red Sea. Can you picture what I'm saying now? So Ethiopia flies westwards, Egypt flies westwards, Turkey flies westwards into Egypt, then into Istanbul. Emirates fly southwards from Dubai. Qatar flies southwards from Doha. So they will have to come somehow around the Yemeni. But I'm sure those airlines too will adjust. Because all of them also, they don't want to stop their work. They don't want the war to become a barrier against them. So the wars too showed a lot of things. It showed where the UAE is standing in the Muslim world. They didn't know until this war started. Head or tail, our own interest is the land of our deen. It does not now mean that the heads of these lands don't make mistake. Because they are human beings, they can take some steps that's a mistake. They can retrace those steps. Okay, this step we already took it. They can, because they are human beings. That's why we have a duty to be begging Allah to protect them. Allah protect them. Allah protect them. Allah guide them. Allah guide them. Our interest is Saudi Arabia, because that is the interest of our religion. Irrespective of the mistakes the leaders may commit, we will be protecting them. We will be praying for Allah to guide them. Allah keep them safe. Allah keep. Why? If they are not safe, it will affect our own religion, Islam. Tell me one country that has any half of the khidmah that Saudi Arabia does for Islam and Muslims. Half. 1/10. You will not know if you have not performed Hajj or Umrah before. 1/10. They serve Islam. They serve Islam. Do you not see their name? Khadimul Haramain al-Sharifain. Wallahi, they are actually serving Haramain. So if this is what remains of our deen, that we have a duty to protect with our life. I told someone when we were in Makkah, Medina, say, hey, money. If they say they want to do grand forces, enter Saudi, all the Muslims you see in Makkah, Medina, 3, 4, 5, 10 million, all of us will carry the gun. So, I can suffer, salam alaikum, ìpàdé wa bí oyin o, ṣùgbọ́n àwa wọ̀ ní kòmí. To protect that place with our sweat and with our blood, because there stands it is the symbol of our deen. The map of Greater Israel, does it not cover Makkah, Medina? So you should know what you are saying. Saudi, US, my friend, go and sit down. Go and sit down somewhere. So, Israel and Iran, anybody amongst the two of them. So we know that our enemy is remaining how many? One. We are already aware that our enemies are how many? Two. And anybody who does not up till this stage understand that the Shia are the enemies of the people of Islam, you have not known what you are doing. Maybe your pen is more intelligent than you. So, ikhwa, this is the way the world is. And as it is, our own dua, we have said it is clear. The people of Islam, may Allah protect them. This is the country, Saudi Arabia, we beg Allah to protect it every day. Allah guide the leaders every day. Whatever they need to do to preserve our deen, Islam, Allah guide them towards it. They even print Quran now, sent to all over the world. Deliberately established company, big print, to be printing Quran, to preserve the Quran. So that abatil does not come into the Quran. They translate it into languages of the world, including Yoruba, your own language. Tell me the country who has that khidmah for our deen, for Islam. Kosi o ikhwa kosi. Kosi. Except those who do that as part-time. But that is our job. Kosi, Saudi Arabia. So we beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect these cities and protect all of us. Protect our iman, protect our sunnah, protect the heads of this community. Of course, and the rest of the Muslim heads across the world. May Allah protect all of them. And don't make them fall prey to the tricks and the pranks of the Jews and their allies. Yes, America is there. America is on both sides. Inside America, the Jews are there physically taking decisions. I'm sure you know. There is nowhere in the American government hierarchy you don't find Jews. So they determine what happens. On the other hand, the American economy, their wealth is based on the Muslims. So sometimes you can see America here today. The other day you see them here. They are pulled physically by the Jews, and they are pulled economically by the Muslims. So the two. So you can only man few. You can be moving them. And then they have saboteurs, the Chinese and the Russians. Do you think China and Russia are supporting Iran because they love Iran? If you think like this, you don't know what you are saying. Let's go to that a little bit. Do you think that China and Russia are supporting Iran because they love Iran? They are just supporting Iran because they want America to fall. China and Russia are supporting Iran because they just want America disgraced to fall. That's all. They are not interested in Iranians. You don't understand that in Russia there are Jews? There are Russian Jews everywhere too, like America. You don't know. Penetrate everywhere. That's why one of the best personal securities of any president in the world is by Putin. He has wonderful security network around him because they have enemies all around themselves. So don't think that Russia, they are supplying ammunition to Iran. They just want America to fall. That's all. And once that happens, as it is going to happen, bi'idhnillah, ikhwa, it will be between the two of them. There will be struggle for supremacy between the Chinese and the Russians. So that's why the world politics is beyond newspaper. The two of them will still fight for survival. Russia and China. And that's why you see, just like we were saying, have you seen Russia fight any war anywhere? Because they are reserving their energy for the war that they will fight. That's why you cannot see Saudi Arabia fighting. They know they will have wars coming. So don't waste your energy. If my money can fight the war, why am I bringing myself? Let me be using my money to fight the war. The same way China is using information to fight the war. They are supplying information to Iran to be able to help them fight. Not because they want Iran, because they want US to fall. And the entirety of the world, the system has changed. Have you heard America talking about democracy anywhere in the last 10 years? They are not talking about democracy again. Because democracy in the beginning was itself crazy. It is foolish people who believe in democracy. I repeat, it is foolish people who believe in democracy. Foolish people believe democracy. Which democracy? Which democracy? Why are you talking about regime change in parts of the world when you believe in democracy? In Venezuela, you went to remove the president single-handedly. Is that democratic? What is the democracy there? In Iraq, you killed the president, Saddam Hussein. Since that time, have they conducted elections? In Libya, you killed the president, Gaddafi. Have they committed elections? Have they conducted elections, democratic elections since that time? So what's the democracy you are talking about? Which democracy? When they killed Khamenei in Iran recently, were they expecting the democratic election? Were they expecting that after that there will be democratic election? When they were saying that they want to appoint another Ayatollah for them in Iran, were they going to do that through voting? Or they are going to appoint by himself, I like the person that I want? So where is the democracy? That's why people talk about them. Foolish people talk about democracy. Which democracy? Before all of this, were they shouting democracy in the Middle East? So democracy is just an instrument to keep people fool the people. Every group of people should determine how best it suits them to rule themselves. If you ask me, so what is the best way to rule ourselves? Determine it. Rule yourself that way peacefully. And employ the laws of Allah as you rule yourselves. Chaos. Say democracy. Where was the meaning of democracy? So, Allahu Alam. This is what is happening, and we all should have it correctly. The Iranians are enemies of the people of Islam. And the Israelis are clear-cut enemies. The two of them connect at the end of the day, because they are both waiting for Dajjal. The Prophet told us, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, 70,000 Jews from Iran will follow Dajjal. And that is the Dajjal that Netanyahu is waiting for. So do you really think they're in a war? They are fighting this war to drag Saudi Arabia, especially into the war. All other small countries, those ones are not countries of interest. The real interest is Saudi. So they say, okay, we'll be shooting American interests inside Saudi Arabia. I say, okay, all the places, all the drones and missiles you've been sending into Saudi Arabia, was it only in the direction of American interests in Saudi Arabia? Day before yesterday, over 600 drones and missiles were deflected in Saudi Arabia. Are you saying 600 sites, 600 American sites were in Saudi Arabia? Only foolish people believe all these kinds of lies from Iranians who worship Allah using lies. You don't know from the Aqidah or the Shia is that they employ lies as an ibadah. So they shoot 600 drones into Saudi Arabia, and you think, you are shouting, Saudi Arabia should be supporting them. For what? Before these wars start, what are they in that region? They were a threat. Before this war started. So it is when war starts now. No. So Oma tabinu le yuma fawara Oma ale lori. La koma ale osako ko leni. So if Israel destroy Iran, if America destroy Iran, whatever the case, we the people of Islam must understand. Two enemies we have: America as a country, Israel, Jews, and then the Iranian Shia. Iranians are there. Anybody who does not know them as enemies of Islam does not know what he's saying. He does not even know Iman. So may Allah protect all of us. We must set our mind. It doesn't now mean, like I have said repeatedly, day to day, they can make mistake. They can take a step that even they will say, this step we took was a mistake. And then they readdress themselves and take another step. But in the whole, we are behind them. We are with them in our dua, in every means we can support them against these two enemies of Allah, the Shia and the Yahud. And they are both the same, like we said. Their absolute is the same. Their intentions are the same. Don't you know that the Iranians too are intending to take over Makkah and Medina? You don't know? Just like the Jews are intending to take over Makkah and Medina. If you don't know this one, you shouldn't be talking about this matter at all. So these are the foundations of the war. So you now think Saudi should be funding the same Iran? You don't know what you are saying. So in any way they can play the politics with the Americans at the middle, they'll be pushing America left, right, center. Unfortunately for them, they have one funny president now. They themselves, they say that he tells lies. Americans say that. Because if they say, why is abusing the American? No. It is you Americans who say that your president is telling lies. A lot of Americans are, in fact, today there should be a huge protest inside America. I'm not following news too much, but I know what's going on in the world. Today there should be protests in America. So he can lie in the morning, change the lie in the afternoon, turn the lie in the evening. He knows that he's lying. Even with Iran, they said, now come, let's negotiate. And you are sending soldiers to Iran, ground forces. Or you don't know, America is sending ground forces to Iran, over 5,000. They should have arrived yesterday or today. And Iran is saying that we are waiting for them. So anyway, that's their concern, the two of them. Anyhow, the two of you are our enemies. We don't love you, we don't pray for you, we will not support you. We will look at you like this until you finish yourselves. If anyone is remaining amongst you, we know that that one is remaining too. You are our enemy. And don't take it for granted. The Saudi Arabians also preparing for them. Yes, they are preparing. Some of us saw yes. So may Allah protect all of us. We should think rightly when events, and unfortunately a lot of propaganda on the internet, from both sides, from the side of the US, from the side of Iran. Iran Iran just saying they lie a lot. So you can have a lot of lies going about regarding Iran. They can be lying about other countries too, other Arab countries too. Tell a lot of lies, deceive them. That is their job. Tell na. Kini say Shia ti o paro. Kini just say Shia ti o paro. So ikhwa, may Allah forgive all of us and protect us. We have a duty regarding our brothers in Saudi Arabia, because our deen is hinged. Allah has placed it on their neck. In every aspect of the world, the voice we have is Saudi Arabia. The voice we have is Saudi Arabia. So we have to protect it. Protect, beg Allah, support every means that we are able to spend to protect it. We need to protect it. Our deen lies on their neck. I don't know the person's deen that lies on the neck of Iran. Is anybody's deen is out? Sixth pillar of Islam is by Iran, have you? Or they are the ones taking care of Masjidul Aqsa? Forget all their matters about Philistine, who is all they are part of their deceptions. The Shia deception. In the first place, they dragged Hamas and other groups there into the war against Israel. You don't know. It is Iran that pushes Hamas. 2-3 years ago, before Gaza turned into what it has turned to, may Allah protect the Muslims there and help them build the city. Iran pushed them to attack Israel. What did Israel do after that time? They turned the whole of Gaza to rubble. You think that it could not have been a ploy between Israel and Iran? And yet, that is where politics is, the world stage. During the Civil War, Was Europe supporting Biafra alone? They were supporting Biafra, they are supporting Nigeria too. You don't know. As they were giving Nigeria weapons, they were giving Biafra weapons too. Read about the Civil War. One of the problems that many people like to be talking about these issues, and their knowledge about world's history is small. If you know the way the world runs, the superpowers don't just support one person, they support both parties. Do you know that was also the case in Mecca and Medina amongst the Arabs before Islam? And this is tied to the ayat on riba. Go back to Asbab Nuzul on the verses on riba in Surah Al-Baqarah. How was it that the Arabs were dealing on riba? Who was giving them riba? It was the Jews in Medina. When Aus and Khazraj were fighting the war, the Jews were arming Aus, they were arming Khazraj. They sell arms to them on credit to Aus. They sell arms to Khazraj on credit so that Aus and Khazraj can fight wars. That is the way superpowers behave. If Saudi Arabia, A'udhu Billah, comes into this battle now, America will supply them weapons. And they'll be telling Iran too, we have those weapons they are using against you. We have the antidote. You can buy it from us. The same America. And it was so clear that they actually wanted to drag Saudi Arabia into the war. So they pushed Hamas against Israel. Look at the result of that Hamasi attack against Israel in October 2 years ago. It turned Gaza into what Gaza? 70-something thousand died. How many did Hamas kill that time amongst Israelis in that their attack against Israel? How many? Were they up to 10,000? They killed 70-something thousand after that. Not that. They destroyed the house of 70-something thousand. No water. No anywhere. No food. No road. No house was left standing like this in Gaza without bringing it down. Hamas was pushed by Iran to attack Israel. So is Iran the friend of Hamas and Palestine? Oh, I think, well, have sense. Let's look at it. Is Iran now the friend of Hamas? And Totie Dojuku, is that your friend? And he knows that that is what Israel will do. So those are the people that some Muslims are thinking that all Muslims should stand up as one. One, depending on what? When Allah said, Wa'atasimu, did he just leave it open? No, he said, Wa'atasimu, bimada, bihablillah. So where is the hablullah between we and Iran? Where is the hablullah? One of the tafsir of hablullah is Quran. They don't believe that this your Quran is complete. So can that be hablullah between we and Iran? Time. Hablullah, some mufassirun say it is deen itself. Their deen is different from our deen. So where is the hablullah between the people of Islam and Iran? No hablullah amongst us. It is harb between we and them. Alimahu man alimahu wa jahilahu man jahilahu. So we should think rightly and make our minds be straight about this war. Both Israel and Iran are enemies of Islam. If the two of them fight, alhamdulillah. Si kanu ba pare e to sekun ota esin. Tí wọ́n bá jàjà tán bá fira wọn lẹ̀, àwọn méjèèjì, they are still our enemies. Both Israel and Iran. And at the middle of it, the baba of the all enemies of the world are the Americans. Play munafiki between all the groups of the world because they don't want to fall. Whether they will fall or not, Allah will decide that one very soon. It's the decision of Allah. We don't know, but we'll wait to see that decision. Because once it happens, we see it. This is what Allah decided regarding them. So all of these things have happened when we were not at home. We were watching and reading and asking and But I'm sure many of our brothers were also discussing these matters, making sure that we think properly, because there are a lot of propaganda out there from all the sides. And look at the only people who are not talking as others were talking was Saudi Arabia. They were not talking on Sorrow. Tombasi Sorrow, 2 lines, 3 lines, what is Bendaka? They were not talking like others. As for Iran, almost every day they have something to say, both true and falsehood. The Baba Munafiki too, every day he has something to say, true or false. The Israelis too, Netanyahu, they have something to say. They say he even died. In fact, that time would have made Sajda to Shukr. That's one of the Fara'ina in our times. Allah has killed him. They say they do one AI. He has 6 fingers. Another one, they say, oh, the tea did not pour. All of these are from the systems of Dajjal. The AI itself, you don't know? It's from the systems of Dajjal. You will be seeing things as if it is real, but it is a lie. That's the meaning of Dajjal. Somebody will be telling you a lie, but you think that he's telling you the truth. You will look at it up, down, left side. You think that this is true, but it's a lie. Dajjal. It's a whole system. And it is truer now than ever. You can see it. Lies appear like truths today. They will do it. They say this is one AI. Some it will be difficult to recognize that it is AI. You start searching for small details. Unfortunately, everybody is in a haste. So some of the people may not even look at the small details. Why? They are in a haste. So they just accept the lie as a truth. May Allah forgive us and protect us.